What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I would like to give you guys two players that I would believe will be X factors in this Week 2 matchup against the LA Rams. But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you'll know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content. Hit that like button for your boy. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys for your continued support, continuing to share out my content. If you would like to follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. And if you would like to join my Jew Talk Sports membership, you can hit that join tab here on the channel as well. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So as I stated in today's video, I do want to talk about two players that I believe could be X factors in this Week 2 matchup against the LA Rams. First off, I'll start with the defensive side of the ball. And I believe that Grady Jarrett, our defensive tackle, our star defensive tackle, I believe he will be the X factor for this Atlanta Falcons defense in this game against the LA Rams. Grady Jarrett played like a man possessed in Week 1 against the New Orleans Saints. He came out of that game with 1.5 sacks. And I do think that Grady Jarrett will be extremely motivated in this game to try to get the Atlanta Falcons back to 1-1. A lot of our players have that bitter taste in their mouth of us losing that game last week, even though we dominated against the Saints. So I expect Grady Jarrett and this defense to come out just as aggressive as they were in Week 1. And being that the LA Rams offensive line has been struggling, they struggled in Week 1 against the Buffalo Bills. I give our defensive line the edge in this game. And I think that Grady Jarrett is going to have another big game. I can see him coming away with another sack in this game, a couple tackles for loss. And I think he's a guy that gets compared to Aaron Donald because both of those guys are undersized defensive tackles. Grady Jarrett's about 6 feet, 305 pounds. And both him and Aaron Donald are both undersized to play on the inside or the interior of the defensive line. But Grady Jarrett is one of those guys that a lot of people, peg under Aaron Donald, which I do think Grady Jarrett is not as good as Aaron Donald, but he's not too far. He's definitely maybe just a peg below Aaron Donald. And I think he's probably the second best defensive tackle in the NFL. But what better way for Grady Jarrett to kind of silence some of his critics and, go in there and beat the LA Rams, who are the defending champs on their home field. So I think this game, Aaron Donald and the Rams may get surprised about how well our Atlanta Falcons come in and play in this game. And I definitely think that Grady Jarrett will be one of the bright spots and one of the X factors on the defense. Now, on the offensive side of the ball, I think the X factor in this game is going to be Kyle Pitts. In Week 1, Kyle Pitts didn't have a ton of catches. I believe he had like 1 or 2 catches against the Saints. And he wasn't targeted a lot at all in Week 1. But I think in this game, Arthur Smith is going to make it his business to try to get Kyle Pitts the football. And I think that Marcus Mariota is going to look Kyle Pitts' way a little bit more in this game to get him involved. And I do think that Kyle Pitts is going to have a big game. I expect Kyle Pitts in this game to come away with a touchdown. And I really think that in this game, he's going to have more than 2 catches. He's going to have a bigger impact on the game. We know that the secondary of the LA Rams, they do have arguably the best corner in the game in Jalen Ramsey. I don't know if they're going to have him shadow Kyle Pitts, but Jalen Ramsey has been struggling since the playoffs of last year. He's been struggling. He struggled in Week 1 against Stephon Diggs, who pretty much embarrassed him in Week 1. So I definitely think in this game he's going to be looking to bounce back. But Kyle Pitts is one of those guys that he's the unicorn for a reason. He's a guy that's very hard to cover because of his size and his range, his speed. And he's one of those guys that does a great job of adjusting to the football, and he has great hands. So I definitely think in this game, Kyle Pitts is going to have a big game as well. But you guys, let me know what you think of the X Factor players for this Week 2 matchup against the Rams. I believe it's going to be Grady Jarrett on the defensive side of the ball. And I think Kyle Pitts has a bounce back game in Week 2. And I expect him to have a big day. But with that being said, this been your boy Jew. I have a lot more content coming for you guys as always. But as always, Falcons Nation, rise up. Peace.